Well, let's stay on the election. Bring in Yahoo Finance's Jessica Smith now for the latest on what we expect over the next couple of hours, the rest of this morning. And of course, Jess, it gets late early. The swearing in is at noon, and we're already at 10:10 here. So things will move quickly over the next hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah, in just a few minutes, we are watching to see when President-elect Biden will leave the church, leave St. Matthew's, and head over to the Capitol, where preparations are already underway for this swearing-in ceremony that's set to start at about 11:15 or so. We've already seen guests arriving through the morning, members of Congress, governors, former members of Congress, and of course, former presidents. We are expecting Presidents Obama, Bush, and Clinton to all be in attendance. About 1,000 people will be there at the Capitol. Obviously, a much, much smaller crowd than what we're used to seeing because of the pandemic and because of increased security after that attack on the Capitol 2 weeks ago. At his swearing in and in his inaugural address, President-elect Biden is going to try and make the case for unity. He's going to try and get the country to come together. We expect this speech to last about 20 to 30 minutes, and he really is going to make the pitch. We're expecting him to make a pitch for bipartisanship. Of course, that's going to be a challenge after the past 4 years where we've seen partisan divides so strong both in Washington and across the country. And in the background of all of this, you'll know that President Trump is not going to be there. He is breaking with tradition. It's been more than 150 years since an outgoing president did not attend the next inauguration of the incoming administration. We're told by the White House that President Trump did leave a note in the Oval Office for President-elect Biden, but we don't know what that said, and that seems to be the only tradition that he is upholding today. We heard from him briefly this morning. He talked to reporters and said that he'll be back in some form. He said he hopes it's not a long goodbye. He didn't mention the Biden administration by name at all during his brief departure address that we heard this morning. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Republican Party looks like going forward. But for today, President-elect Biden is going to try and again, unite the country. But some of the first actions that he is going to do after he does take his oath is start rolling back some of the things that President Trump did during his time in office.